Blue streak speeds by. Sonic the Hedgehog. Black eyes and a science guy. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic, we don't have a choice. Sonic, I have Sean Connery's voice. Together, we're Sonic and Sonic. Reviews and comedy skits. Sonic and Sonic. We won't take anyone's shit. Sonic and Sonic. Sonic, we don't have a choice. Sonic, I have Sean Connery's voice. Together, I am Sonic the Hedgehog. I am Sonic the Hedgehog. We are Sonic and Sonic. Well, that was a fun movie. It sure was. It had a bunch of fun parts, but other parts, not so much. But you still had a fun time with it, right? Indeed I did, Sonic. So did I, Sonic. And after reacting to 2 trailers and seeing the movie, the time has come. Shall we review Pixels, Sonic, my brother? Are we gonna do the same thing we did with Avengers Age of Ultron, where we spoiled the entire movie while at the same time giving our own thoughts on it? I don't know. It's always fun to talk about spoilers, but you make a valid point there. Is it really worth spoiling the entire movie? Well, we don't want to get the viewers impatient now, do we? I mean, they came here to listen to our thoughts on the movie. It's up to you, Sonic. But both of us are going to talk about the movie, right? So I think we should both make a decision on whether we're going to spoil the entire movie. Decisions. How are we going to do this? Oh, by the way, how often are we going to do these movie reviews? Not sure, but I did make a list of movies that we'll definitely review. Let's see, we already did Avengers Age of Ultron, we're just about to do Pixels, and we've also got Spectre, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Deadpool, Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, Captain America Civil War. We might possibly review X-Men Apocalypse, and we'll review Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Sound good so far? Sounds great. And I don't feel like reviewing Ant-Man or the new Fantastic Four because I feel like we don't need to review them. Okay, Sonic. Hey, Sonic, how's it going? Hey, Mario. Hey, Luigi. What's up, guys? Nothing much, Luigi. That movie was pretty funny and enjoyable. Sure, there were dumb parts, but Mario and I had fun with this film. And I made an appearance in that movie. Well, at least the 8-bit NES version of me. Yeah, it's too bad that you weren't in this movie, Sonic. I'm okay with that. I wasn't even expecting to have a part in that movie, unlike Wreck-It Ralph. I wasn't in the Wreck-It Ralph, but Bowser was. But did I sit in the corner and cry about it? No. I'm not in the new Super Smash Bros. Game, and I'm not crying about it. Hey, Sonic, it's okay. I really hope they pick you as part of the Smash Bros. DLC ballot. I think it would be fun to play as you, don't you think? Yeah, at least there's a Mario that's okay with me not being in Smash Bros. You mean there's another version of me out there somewhere? Yeah, you actually met him before. You did? Sonic, let's go into no further detail about you-know-what, okay? Got it. Sorry, Sonic. Okay then, but I'm happy they put me in the Pixels. I mean, I only appeared on that crazy guy's t-shirt, and I appeared in the background destroying Washington DC, as if it were Captain America the Winter Soldier, or X-Men the Days of Future Past. And Donkey Kong is in there, and that was the very first game I appeared in before Super Mario Brothers. Actually, before Super Mario Brothers, there was another game called just Mario Brothers. Remember that, Mario? Yes, Luigi, but seriously, they kept getting my name wrong in the Donkey Kong. Back when Donkey Kong first came out, people kept calling me Jumpman. Seriously, what am I? A robot master from Mega Man? My name is Mario, yet the arcade machine still calls me Jumpman. Yes, Mario, that makes absolutely no sense. So, what are you guys up to now? We're about to do a review of Pixels. Would you guys like to review this movie with us? We'd love to, but Luigi and I are going to go home and plan an 8-player Smash Brothers tournament later this afternoon. So far we have 6 people here. Me, Luigi, Tails, Knuckles, Shulk, and Ines. Would you and Sean like to come over after your review? We'd love to. We don't really have anything on our schedules for the rest of the day. Okay, see you soon. So, Sonic, you ready to begin the review? Sure. So, once upon a time in 1982, which was the same year that the Disney movie Tron came out, and E.T., we do not bring up that horrible game. I meant the movie, not the worst video game ever. I was just fucking with you, Sonic. Of course you were. Young Sam Brenner and his friend Will Cooper go out to a new arcade that opened in town. And Will Cooper later becomes one of the worst presidents the country has ever had. Seriously, he did not know how to do his job. He was much worse than Richard Nixon, or George W. Bush, or William Henry Harrison, who was only president for 1 month. 1 fucking month. And then he had to die from pneumonia. What a sad way for a president to die. A lot sadder than Lincoln or JFK's death. Let those great men never be forgotten. But seriously, Kevin James as President of the United States? Are you fucking kidding me? He doesn't even know how to read or pronounce certain words. Imagine if the Sonic Boom version of Knuckles suddenly became president. That would not end well at all. Well, we recently had an episode of Sonic Boom where Knuckles temporarily became mayor of the village and approved too many laws, causing tension between the villagers. Also, what happened to Obama in this movie? Exactly, Seanic. Kevin James is not even fit to be a president, let alone a zookeeper or a fucking mall cop. Hey, are you dissing Paul Blart Mall Cop 2? Yes, I am, Baldy McFuckface. The first one was enjoyable with some funny moments here and there, but the second one, just why did they make it? A sequel wasn't necessary for that. The sequel tried, but failed miserably. I really like that movie, so don't diss it. Also, I just got out from seeing Pixels, and it is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Nobody, I repeat, nobody should see Pixels. Why not? We're all video game characters, aren't we? But that movie was incredibly stupid. I'd be much better off seeing Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, or anything that's not Pixels or Monty Python and the Holy Grail. He did not just insult Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yes, Sonic, I dissed Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's stupid and it's awful. What are you gonna do? Use your shrink ray to shrink me into the size of Ant-Man? Which was a horrible movie, by the way. Few things, eggs for brains. First, Ant-Man was an awesome movie. Second, so was Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And third, I don't have a shrink ray. But I do have this. You're not gonna shoot me with that, are you? I might if you piss me off any longer. So might I. You carry one of my guns around? I only use the gun for emergencies. I taught you well in the art of firearms, brother. Okay, that does it. I'm gonna head home and marathon through Downton Abbey, and come up with a plan to destroy both of your blue asses at the same time. Catch you later, Eggface. That doesn't even count as a catchphrase, Ironic the Hedgehog. Fuck you, Eggs Benedict Arnold. I just love how you say catch you later, Eggface, in Sonic Boom. I say that quite a bit, even in Blue with Envy. Seriously, Swifty the Shoe was such a fucking asshole in that episode, damaging my retinas with firecrackers and knocking over a bucket of glue and me getting stuck there. Overall, I hate him with a burning passion that I want to go over to his house while he's asleep and murder him in the most gruesome way imaginable. Let's continue the review now. Right, so anyway, they steal a jar of quarters from a little girl at a lemonade stand, and they play some arcade games. Unfortunately, Fix-It Felix Jr. wasn't at that arcade. Sam becomes really good at Pac-Man, and is invited to the Video Game World Championship. Gee, does that sound familiar at all? What do you mean? A video game championship in the 1980s. That's clearly what happens in The Wizard. The Wizard was a really stupid movie. I prefer The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, this movie reminded me quite a bit of The Wizard. Dozens of references to classic video games, and they both had a bunch of stupid moments. So Sam enters the tournament where he meets Ludlow Lemonshoff, who has a long-time crush on Lady Lisa from the fictional game Dojo Quest. Well, there's another fictional arcade game made for movies, alongside Fix-It Felix Jr., Heroes Duty, and Sugar Rush. Seriously, how could an average person like Ludlow be in love with an arcade character? I think he plays way too many video games to pay attention to the real world. Then, we meet Tyrion Lannister as Eddie Plant, the self-proclaimed Fire Blaster and video game champion. Eddie and Sam play Donkey Kong, but Eddie wins. We learn later on that he was cheating by writing down cheat codes on his sunglasses. Not cool, Eddie. He was such an asshole in this movie. He probably deserved getting in prison for years doing all that stupid shit he's done. So, after the tournament, they send video footage of the games up into space. Aliens find the capsule with the games, and think it's a declaration of war. And years later, they start sending down aliens based on classic arcade games to attack the Earth. I think Futurama had that plot, didn't it? I think so. I don't really watch Futurama, though. Neither do I. So anyway, Kevin James fails at his job being president, and Adam Sandler just goes around installing software, where he meets Violet Van Patten, the main female protagonist, and her son, who is a huge nerd playing modern games like Halo and Call of Duty, and is not familiar with the old arcade games of the 1980s. I mean, seriously, have you met one person in the whole wide world who has not tried Pac-Man or Galaga at least once? Come on, everybody has tried that game before. Then the aliens send video games to attack Earth, starting by sending Galaga to attack a base in Guam, and they capture one guy, keeping him as a trophy. Let's just hope it's not a trophy I have to steal when I lose a Mario Kart race. Yes, Seanic, we've all heard about the story on how you stole Mario's trophy. So then, Sam gets sent to the White House after trying to comfort Violet after she's going through a divorce. And that was one of Adam Sandler's dumb moments in the film. Yes, like we said, this film was dumb, but enjoyable. So the so-called president shows footage of the alien attack, and the committee that the president is talking to believe that to be a bunch of bullshit. Sam tries to explain to them what it looks like, but they call him out. At the same time, we learn that Violet is a lieutenant colonel. I just love how Sam said, wait, what was it? That Gandalf and Harry Potter were in the same room. I was laughing really hard at that part. Then we see an older Ludlow hiding in Sam's van. Oh, Sonic, I just discovered something funny. What is it, Sonic? His last name, Lemonshoff. It rhymes with Olaf. Lemonshoff, Olaf. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious, since they're both played by Josh Gad, and it makes so much sense. Lemonshoff is Olaf, and Kristoff is pissed off. Oh, Sonic, you're too much. Ludlow in this movie reminded me a lot of Styx. He's crazy, full of wacky conspiracies, and has poor social skills. And he tends to scream a lot. Good point, Sonic. I could sense a lot of similarities between Ludlow and Styx. Why not pair Ludlow with Styx instead of Lady Lisa? Ludlow and Styx were meant for each other. But we don't want the Sonic 06 effect, do we? Yeah, you make a valid point. Never pair a human with an animal. It's creepy. Unless it's Beauty and the Beast. Or never pair a human with a pixelated video game character. Exactly. I can't even imagine what it would be like for a human to have sex with a pixelated video game character. They start to glitch out? Probably. Let's just keep the sex jokes to a minimum, okay? Sorry, Sonic. It's okay. Ludlow finds a message from the aliens on some tapes he collected, and the aliens reveal their plans to attack Earth. So then, in India, the game Arkanoid destroys the Taj Mahal and captures another guy. At first, I thought it was Pong, but apparently I was wrong. Hey, that rhymes. That was my intention. I thought it was Pong at first, but it's Arkanoid. The trailers got me confused. So Sam and Ludlow train a bunch of soldiers on how these different games work. They invent technology to use to battle the aliens. They go to London, and the Doctor shows up in his TARDIS to help fight alongside them. That doesn't actually happen, Sonic. I know, but it would be cool if we saw the Doctor fighting the arcade aliens aside from Daleks, Cybermen, and Weeping Angels. So, Centipede aliens show up, and Ludlow, Lemon, Olaf, and Sam kick their asses, and they are awarded a trophy, which in this case is the Duck Hunt dog. They find out that the next attack will be in New York City, where every single cliched sci-fi and superhero battle takes place. Yeah, like Spider-Man, the Avengers, the Disney film Enchanted, X-Men, the Ninja Turtles. Couldn't they just touch another city besides New York, like Chicago or San Francisco? Apparently, people love having their stories take place in New York. And since New York City is full of convoluted streets and turns, it's a perfect place for a real-life game of Pac-Man. And that's just what they do. Eddie is on parole and agrees to help them, but he uses cheat codes to glitch himself to another point in the city as if he were Vanellope von Schweetz. They win the battle, and they are awarded Cubert as their trophy. Can I just go ahead and say that Cubert is easily my least favorite thing about this movie? I agree with you 100%. They completely butchered Cubert. First off, Cubert doesn't sound like Wall-E. Second, he doesn't talk. He only speaks in censored swear words. And third, he acts like a total baby. There's even one time where he literally peed himself. At least they got him right in Wreck-It Ralph. Exactly. If Cubert can speak English just fine, then that defeats the purpose of that scene where Felix talks in Cubertese. He could just easily say,
Hey Felix, I've come to warn you. I just recently saw Raoul heading towards Hero's Duty wearing a Master Chief costume. I think he's got turbo. You better come rescue him as soon as fucking possible if you don't want your game to be unplugged like mine did.
Also, Cubert doesn't have Kirby powers. He literally sucked in an entire bowl of cheese balls as if he was Kirby. Seriously, that is not Cubert. The writers of this movie clearly have not seen Wreck-It Ralph. But wait, What if one of the writers of the movie was Wreck-It Ralph? Because there were parts in this movie that looked like they wrecked it. I'm gonna wreck it! And wrecked it they did. Then President Paul Blart holds a fancy party to celebrate their victory. There, we find out that Eddie was cheating, therefore violating the aliens' rules. They take Violet's nerd son, and they literally go all out with their games. Cheating is not cool. It's unfair, and it's cruel, and it's just fucking stupid. So they start sending out games like Paperboy, Burger Time, Frogger, Space Invaders, Defender, Joust, and Dig Dug, but no Fix-It Felix Jr. We've talked about this before, Sonic. They were never going to include Fix-It Felix Jr. in this movie. I know, I was just kidding. But the game Dojo Quest comes to life, and Ludlow's dreams finally come true when he sees Lady Lisa. So they battle, and then get this. Ludlow says he loves her, and they kiss. Wow, that was fast. 1 second, you're fighting someone on the opposite side, but they have a change of heart in 0.5 seconds. That makes no fucking sense. Exactly. Ludlow is playing way too many video games. Also, we see the same Smurf that was dancing in the second trailer, but it's Violet who kills the Smurf and not the president. And she said, "Don't tell anybody I killed a Smurf." I hate it when movies do that. Show a funny scene in the trailer and give you something a lot different than what you expected in the final product. They're basically flipping you the finger by doing that. So then they go onto the aliens' Galaga-shaped ship and they fight the final boss, Donkey Kong. There, they realize that Sam is the true Donkey Kong champion after Eddie cheated. But instead of Pauline, they have to rescue those 3 people that they abducted, including Violet's nerd son. Can I just say that that scene with Donkey Kong is the best scene in the entire movie? It was epic in every way imaginable. I just wish there was a real-life version of that game. We all would. Everyone wants a real-life version of Mario, and Zelda, and Smash Bros, and even Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I'm real life, aren't I? Only in this world. Yeah, I know. So they beat Donkey Kong and the world is saved. The arcade aliens are sent back to the ship, along with Lady Lisa. Ludlow finally found true love, and it thawed his frozen heart, and now it's frozen again. Well, what do you expect when you're the male version of Styx the Badger and you voice a snowman who is obsessed with the thought of summer? But they keep Cubert as a trophy, and get this, Cubert actually transforms into Lady Lisa, and Ludlow is happy again. What the fuck? Yes, there's a million things wrong here. First off, Cubert doesn't transform into other people like Mystique. Second, if Ludlow was kissing Lady Lisa at that point, doesn't that mean he's technically kissing Cubert? Is Ludlow bisexual? Making out with a man who he thought was a woman just because he dresses like one? And third, that final scene 1 year later, where they have 5 Cuberts for children. That's why you never have sex with a pixelated video game character, because everything will go downhill from there. Also, did Lady Lisa give birth to the Cuberts? I hope not. Just thinking about all this. Oh god, I think I'm gonna be sick. Sonic? Sonic, are you gonna be okay? I just vomited all over the ground. You call that okay? Well... Here, let me take you home. No, I'm fine. It's not like I'm gonna recreate that one scene from Team America World Police where I just puke for days. Are you done puking? Yes! Here, let me clean that up. Special technology I invented. I mostly use it for when I have parties down in my lab and somebody gets incredibly drunk. You truly are a genius. Well, I enjoyed Pixels, but I had a few problems with it. So did I. Adam Sandler had some stupid moments, Kevin James failed at his job being president, and they fucked up Cubert. But I did love all the scenes where they were fighting the arcade aliens. That's what I was looking forward to most. We all were, especially the scenes with Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. I loved Ludlow in this movie, even though he has no life, and is in love with a video game character. And yes, he's basically the male version of Styx. Eddie Plant was an asshole in this movie, and so was Sam Brenner at times. It's a fun movie, but nowhere near as amazing as Wreck-It Ralph. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this movie a 6 out of 10. It's not a must-see, but it's a fun time. Yes, I give this a 6 out of 10 as well. It had many enjoyable scenes, but there were some dumb scenes in there as well. Wanna go get ready for Mario and Luigi Smash Bros. Tournament? Sure. You sure you're gonna be okay after all that puking? Yes, will you shut up about the puking already? Just because I vomited all over the ground there doesn't mean that I'm sick right now. I'm well enough for a Smash Bros. Tournament. Sorry, It's okay, Seanic. After seeing this movie, I'm kind of in the mood to play video games. Me too.